What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Hunter Call the Wild, where we are continuing our journey through the maps, doing all the story missions. And today we're going to start Cuatro Colinas Game Reserve in Spain. So, long before the Spanish crown entrusted the Del Bosque family with the protection of this region, parties on horseback would sweep through the river valley in search of deer and wild boar. Since Cuatro Colinas became an official game reserve, it has been the top choice for hunters looking to explore Spain's wild expanses. Majestic ibex, prancing deer, vibrant landscapes, and scattered remnants of Spain's history welcome all with a taste of adventure. So on this map, we have pheasant, hare, roe deer, ronda ibex, Basset ibex, gritos ibex, Spanish ibex, mouflon, boar, wolf, and red deer. So let's get into this.
My family have held our vigil over these majestic swathes of countryside for generations. My roots are deep here, and the success and survival of Cuatro Colinas Game Reserve is my primary responsibility. And now, my old friend, we are reunited. It's been a long time since we last worked together, but I know you're going to be essential to my plans for the future. I trust that you slept well last night and you're ready for your Castilian adventure. After all these years of promising to show you Cuatro Colinas, your first day on the reserve has arrived. It means a great deal to me that you made this journey. I have every confidence that you're going to love hunting here. The first thing I would like you to do is to experience the sublime Bosque Vista, not far from where you're standing just now. From atop the vista, one has a splendid perspective of the reserve. This view includes one of our magnificent outposts, which I recommend you visit when you get the chance. I know a rugged outdoor explorer like you doesn't need to spend the night in the luxury of a castillo, but you do have all of our visitors' outposts at your disposal. My mother and father had all of these lodges built over the last 35 years. The lodge you are looking for is called Casa Alfonso. To modernize the reserve, we have recently updated the interiors of all of our lodges. We kept the original stone cladding though. The contrast in styles is pure magic.
Right, so this is one of my favorite maps. It's hard for me to pin down one singular map that I absolutely love over all the others, but this is one of them that I really like. And the reason being is because I was stationed in Spain, and this is so accurate, it's kind of scary. It is what it is. But anyways, let's go through with our loadout. So for pheasant and hare, we've got the goby, or groby, whatever this thing is. I did deck it out with some camo, looking good. We've also got our 22 LR Zarza. And then we have the Force Elite 300, which I've never used this rifle, so I'm excited to try it. And then of course we have our binos, and we have Crispy with us.
Bienvenida a Cuatro Colinas, my friend. I hope you like the view.
And the Force Elite, that'll take care of all of our Class 3 up to Class 6 animals. So really all we need the shotgun and the 22 for are the pheasant and the hare. Everything else we'll take care of with the fours.
Standing here, you are following in the footsteps of Spanish dukes and kings, as well as every generation of my family for the past 3 centuries. You should be able to see Casa Alfonso from there. When you have sampled enough of the view, take the walk down to the outpost.
Right, so I'm actually going to do a bigger circle to grab these items here. And we'll go from there. Alright, we got to our first outpost, and Crispy leveled up. So we should be able to make her a expert hunting dog now? Yeah, so I was right in the previous video. You do have to buy the DLC if you want her to do something else. So we'll combine Crispy as a tracker and a retriever as her secondary. Let's go. So how does that work? Oh, okay. So she can retrieve class 1 animals. Got it. Neat. There's more. Sit and lay down. Okay. Right. So I did manage to smoke a few rabbits and some pheasant along this route. So, yay. Anyways, continuing on.
I hope you didn't forget the lodge key in the Castillo. There are some parts of Cuatro Colinas that only a select few know about. I'm taking you to a place where the views are magnificent and the hunting is even better. There, I've sent you the coordinates for the trailhead that leads to this divine setting. Normally, I would insist on being there with you while you experience it, but I don't want you to miss it. I encourage you to hunt as much as you'd like. You are undoubtedly keen to become familiar with the rolling hills, steep ascents, and your wily prey. You should search for animal tracks. I know you have experience, but one should utilize every advantage when taking on the cunning beasts of Cuatro Colinas. Of course, if you're lucky, you'll probably hear something, just from walking through that part of the reserve. The hunter I knew didn't rely on luck, though. I recall that you used to have wonderful hearing. Is that still true? Or have your years gotten the better of you?
Right, so we're on to the next mission. Find the trailhead for Alejandra's secret hunting spot. Find animal tracks, optional, track an animal by its call. No problem, and we've had a really good hunting on our little counterclockwise venture here. And we'll just go here. So let's see, what do we got? We got 2 European hares, a roe deer, 2 more hares, pheasant, wolf, mouflon, gold mouflon, a boar, and another gold mouflon. So not too shabby so far. Anyways, what I am going to do from this point is I'm going to come up over here, grab this point of interest, and then we'll head back down southeast to continue our mission.
You have arrived. Is it not stunning? Recently, I've only come here to meditate. It is so ethereal and serene, even when the rain is falling. When I first invited you to visit, I assumed that I would be coming home to host you as a visitor. spending time here before traveling abroad once again. With my return being prompted by my mother's passing instead, my focus has been entirely on work, instead of enjoying the very places that bring me comfort. I am pleased that I was able to show you this. In a way, I got to experience it vicariously. Of course, it's also one of our best spots to go hunting. I've never gone on a hunt out there and returned home empty-handed. If you are able to pull yourself away from the tranquil beauty of the cove, there are many other wonderful sights for you to see. Senor Baden, our company for last night, appears to be enjoying his time here as well. He's a unique fellow, but quite charming in his own way. When I mentioned that I had hired you as a professional hunter, he seemed a little bothered. He then proceeded to inform me of some hunting accolades that he has received during his career as a hunter. Until recently, I'd put his candor down to the sangria, but he seems equally enthusiastic in his self-promotion, even with a clear head. Apparently, he has harvested a pair of ibex already. I think someone is trying to market themselves as a worthy competitor. I think it's time for you to remind me what you can do. I'd like for you to harvest an animal. Any animal. Once you're done, let me know, and I'll inform Senor Baden that he has a little competition. When I first returned to help run the reserve after my time away, these were the places I wanted to be. Places that reminded me of my mother. Just a short way down the cove, there is another splendid view. I recommend it.
Right, so usually up in here you'll find mouflon, roe deer. I can't remember if I've seen red deer out here. I know I've seen wolf out here, but very, very rarely for them. But it's an optional mission. I think it's actually a side quest. No, it's optional to harvest any animal. If we don't get it done, we don't get it done. I ain't tripping over that. I'm more focused on getting our main mission stuff done. But this area is usually not too bad for hunting. Especially down in this area, you tend to get quite a few animals. But I have smoked some right there before. And I even have caught some right up in here on this side. So just keep your eyes open when you're coming through here. Pay attention to the sounds, because chances are you will find something in this area. And the next outpost we get to, I think I'm going to swap Crispy out and bring back Bacon. Just because I want to get Bacon's traits leveled up. Even though there's not a whole lot for her to retrieve on this map. What we'll do is we'll get her in, get the traits leveled up. And then I was going to go to Mississippi Acres after this, but I think we'll jump over to Reventuli Coast. Because as a retriever, there's quite a few birds on Reventuli that we can use to help level up her retrieving skills. So I think that's the way I want to go. Crispy's a great old dog, but she's already maxed out on everything except for her retrieving skills, and I just like the way Bacon looks better, so I want to use Bacon as my main dog.
You're going to need to do enough hunting for both of us, it would seem. The administrative part of my role is something I am still getting used to. Sadly, it prevents me from spending any time on the reserve with you, or getting to know my neighbors. Cuatro Colinas is mostly composed of my family's estate, but includes several tracts of public land with public roads. Because I'm overseeing the reserve, I need to work with the local government to ensure that the public roads are kept safe. There is a stretch of road in particular that is extremely dangerous. It has a steep cliff on one side, and drivers need to slow right down or risk a perilous drop. Until recently, we had road signs warning approaching drivers of the danger. I mention this to you because these signs have suddenly disappeared, as if by magic, and I need you to replace them. I know that this would normally be a hunter's job, but I have asked the mayor to take care of it, and he told me that I have to wait a month for him to send a crew. I'd have my handyman Julio deal with it, but the poor old soul is laid up in bed with pneumonia. I was able to go into town and retrieve some replacements. Unfortunately, I was in a rush and had to attend a meeting, so I wasn't able to put them up.
Right, well, we didn't get to where she wanted us to go, which is odd. We got a beset ibex, and that mission disappeared, which is weird. I thought that was the main mission, but apparently you want to go and get what's up over here and then harvest the animal? To get both? I guess. I don't know. I don't understand what happened with that. Because we were supposed to come right there. So we do have a side mission. I'm not too worried about that. Alright, so that's our new main mission, is to put signs up on the road for her. Because somebody decided they were going to knock them down. Right. Well, up here I think it's a statue of one of the ibexes. So I'm going to go check that out just to be on the safe side. And then we'll go do our signs.
You're in the right spot. I left the signs so you'd be able to find them easily. Once you've retrieved the signs, there are poles about 30 meters from the bend in either direction. Attach the signs to the poles. Isn't even the first time this has happened. I've heard of drunk people stealing traffic cones, but this must be something else.
One of the things to discuss on this map is wolves on this map will attack you. If they go aggressive, you might end up becoming the stalked. That's how I ended up getting the wolf that I got so far. I was just walking and the tank thing was stalking me and went aggressive, so I smoked him. The secondary missions on this map. You just accept the secondary missions, and then you can just accept them. You don't have to activate them.
For now, though, we have something else to take care of. My neighbor Manuel is a goat herd who has been raising goats here for 25 years, and one of his goats has gone missing. Apparently, it is his favorite, Paloma. This might seem like a small concern, but he has assisted my family on many occasions. I want to repay his kindness. Manuel has told me of an isolated tree that Paloma uses to hide from the rain. Perhaps that's a good place to start your search. It stands on its own, so it should be easy to find.
Right. Secondary missions. So there are secondary missions on this map. Just accept them when they come in, and if you just passively complete them, it'll still count. So like we had that mission where we had to harvest 2 goat species. Well, I downed another beset goat down here, and it completed that mission. And it wasn't active. I had the main mission active, so that's just another thing to keep in mind. So like right here, blow the house down. I'll get straight to business. I've had several complaints about wild boar from a farmer, and I'd appreciate your help dealing with them. Normally I'd ask Alejandra, but having a direct line to you is better. So we can accept that. And that actually ties into another secondary mission that we have, which is to down 2 boars. So that's awesome. What I'll do is I'll just come up here. So we got this one, harvest 2 boars, and this one, harvest a boar. So that actually works out in our favor. But that's what I'm talking about. So I just keep the main mission active. I accept the secondary ones, but I keep the main one active. And as I walk through and passively hunt or opportunity hunt, I'll complete a lot of these secondary missions just doing that. But I will keep them in mind, so like if I see a boar, I know, hey, shoot that thing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we're probably going to be running up on an outpost here, which is where I'm going to end the video before we go searching for Paloma, the missing goat. And yeah, we'll continue our journey. Oh, you know, while it's on my mind, and since this video is going to be fairly short, we'll just discuss it now. So these videos, they take a very long time, not just to record and edit. I mean, that takes time in and of itself. Right now, for this video, we're probably about an hour and a half, 45 minutes in. For this particular clip, we're 36 minutes in. But what's happening is I'm uploading to YouTube in 4K. And I do that for you guys, so you've got the best viewing experience that I can provide. And YouTube really does not like that. It takes a very, very, very long time for 4K videos to be processed into YouTube. So as of this recording right now, the very first episode, or the very first part of Te Aurora, is now being processed into YouTube. And I think that video is like 45 minutes long, and I'm already like 3 or 4 hours into processing. It just takes a very long time. So if these videos are kind of far apart from each other, that's the reason why. It's going to be one of these things where once a video is processed and scheduled into YouTube, I have to immediately start processing the next one and basically keep my computer on 24/7 while they're processing, just to get these videos out in somewhat of a timely manner. So forgive me, please, if it takes a while for these videos to come out for you guys. It's not my fault. I'm putting in the work, I'm recording, I'm editing. Like, once I'm done with this video, once I sign off, I'm going to go straight into editing and get it ready to upload. But I've got 3 parts of Te Aurora that need to be processed, including the one that's currently being processed. And then I have the Salzweisen Reserve video that needs to be processed as well. So at this point in time, I have 4 videos that need to be processed. Now, you're going to see all 4 of those videos before you see this one. But I just want you to know how long it takes. It's just one of those things. So I can do like standard definition, where it's way grainier and not as pretty and all that good stuff, and they'll process really quickly. But 4K processing, yeah, it's a different beast. And I mean, it also depends on how busy YouTube servers are and whatnot. It's a process, guys. It really is. So give your favorite creators some love. Give them some understanding that to provide the best quality videos in terms of visuals, it takes a while. It really does. And for somebody like me, for a creator who does everything from recording, editing, uploading, all that good stuff, it is very time consuming. It just is. You know, if I had a whole team where, you know, I record and shoot it off to editors, let them do their thing, and then somebody else is uploading the videos or whatever, you know, it wouldn't be as bad, at least not for me, but it just is what it is. You know, I'm working off of one computer. It's just me. So, you know, there's lots of folk out there that are just like me, who are working off of one computer and doing everything. So I just ask, again, show some patience, show us a little bit of love, hit that like button, hit those subscribe buttons. We all appreciate that, and comment. We love reading comments, at least I do. I try to respond to every single comment. I know I've missed a few. Some of them, there's nothing to reply back, so I don't. But I do try to at least give a thumbs up or a love to everybody who comments. So, yeah. Anyways, we are really, really close to this, and I'm pretty sure this is an outpost. I'm hoping it's an outpost. Just because I do really want to swap out Crispy for Bacon. It is awesome. Great. And that'll allow us... Well, there'll be other things I'm going to be doing before we do Paloma. But I'll explain that in a little bit. Let's go unlock this outpost. Right, so our mission is going to take us over here. But before I go there, there's a few things out over here that I want to get. So I'm going to explore this lake for sure. I know there's like a point of interest somewhere up in here. There's our lookout point. There's another outpost right here. And I want to say there's something along this road over here. But I do want to get those. And then I'll probably head back down this way to this outpost. Actually, I'll come here and I'll just work my way down this way, grab that, and then I'll shoot over to this outpost, and then we'll come over and do Paloma. I'm not going to record all of that because there's honestly no reason to, unless I get a dime or something like that, in which case I'll obviously bring you guys in for that. Let's get Bacon in here. There's my girl. There's my girl. She looks so pretty. I love her. But yeah, I want to get that companion level up to 30. So, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to call it a video here. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If I've earned it, hit the subscribe button. And as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.